everyone, from the Vault here. Welcome to another Fallout 4 settlement tour. And if you recognize this one, it's because I have done a settlement tour of Covenant in the past. I've done a before and after on this one. Now here's the deal. My original video was absolutely awful. It was one of the very first videos I put up. It was very, very early on in my YouTube making. And let's be honest, it looked like shit, and so did my remake. It looked even more like shit. So what I did is I went back to my original Covenant settlement, and I want to show you what it looked like. But I want to do it in one where you can actually hear my voice, because my original one is absolutely horrible. So we're going to go ahead and do a bit of a Covenant walkthrough here today. On the original settlement, I'm not going to be doing a before and after on this one. I will make an after video, but as you guys know, if you have seen any of my newer settlement tours here, I have been doing intense settlement rebuilds. My original settlement rebuild was pretty shitty. I'm going to go ahead and do a real one now, especially since I've been doing so many mods lately. This is my favorite part, though, about my Covenant original build. I have crazy just pile of dead bodies with arms that make no sense. Yeah, I just left them out there. That's everybody from Covenant. I'm real good. I'm not tacky at all here at Covenant. So as you can see, my original build was absolute shit. It is absolutely horrible. It's not worth visiting. Again, my original video for this, you guys can go and watch it if you want to and see the rebuild I did. It is absolutely terrible. In fact, I'll go ahead and link it in the description here. The video itself is terrible. The rebuild is terrible. But you know what? I figured I'd go ahead and show you what we got here. So my Covenant build was absolutely awful as well, because back then when I originally built it, this is pre-mod, so I had nothing that I could actually add in here. I'm just working on some very limited options here. I threw a couple beds in here. I ended up getting USO later on, so I threw a couple more beds. Like, it was just a bunch of shit. It's a horrible build, but it's definitely one of my earlier builds, and I think that that's what makes it a little bit of a special place in my heart. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to challenge myself with this one to build at Covenant. Oh, I'm walking right into something. To build at Covenant using the original the original items here, the original buildings. I didn't do that in the last one. I went ahead and rebuilt the entire settlement. I may still go ahead and rebuild the entire settlement and make 2 videos out of this one, but I did want to go ahead and actually challenge myself to use the original buildings. If you've watched any of these videos, you'll know that for the most part, I tend to completely rebuild an area and just remove everything that's inside that area. So you can see how just shoddy this is. This is a really poorly done settlement. This is back when I was just trying to stick everything down everywhere and trying to get something somewhere so that I could go ahead and build on different sites. I didn't really understand building. I didn't understand how my people would be getting through places. I didn't really know what I was doing back then. I didn't have mods. It's hard to build on PS4 without mods. So you can see here, this is my favorite one. What the hell was I thinking? I put a bed in the area with the generator because I didn't have enough space for beds. I mean, this is such a sad settlement. It's so sad. So what I'll do, again, I'm going to make one video where I go ahead and challenge myself to use the existing buildings, and I will, gall darn it, I will use the original buildings. In fact, I'm going to try to use them in their original states if I can. I'm going to try to keep stuff like this on here, see how well I can do at actually building these items, and then I'll go ahead and do a complete rebuild. There's so many cats in this settlement. I sent a lot of animals to the settlement originally, and I think there was already a bunch of animals, so I ended up with a very large amount of animals. Like, there should not be Brahmin at this settlement. That does not make any sense. And of course, Deezer's hanging out there. So that's it. I mean, that is the really sad Covenant build that I originally did here for PS4. I am more than happy to close the doors on this, start all over again, show you a good after on this settlement. So what I'm doing is I'm putting this up on a 3-video day, so this is kind of a mini review. Again, you can watch my original review of this and my original rebuild if you're interested. I'll go ahead and link that in the description. The video is absolute terrible quality. The sound is awful. But back then, I didn't really know what I was doing. So I wanted to go ahead and give you a new Covenant walkthrough so you didn't feel like if you don't want to watch that really old video, you can go ahead and see this one. So that's it. That's going to be it for this video. Like I said, this one's real quick, so I'm putting this up on a 3-video day. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. If you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Of course, if you would like to see me build a different settlement, please let me know. Leave it in the comments. Otherwise, if you'd like to subscribe to the channel, click on the big dumb picture in my head. There should also be a playlist of all my Fallout 4 videos and a video that YouTube thinks you'd like. I'll leave you here on this image, and I'll see you guys in the next one.